Chinese Premier Li Qiang says China is committed to opening its market to the world, and the world's second biggest economy is on track to hit about $24 trillion by 2030. CNA senior correspondent Guan has more from the China International Import Expo in Shanghai.
By area, the China International Import Expo, or CIIE, counts among the top 10 biggest trade shows in the world. Getting lost here is probably one of the easiest things to do. The exhibition area exceeds 50 football fields. Just to give an idea of the scale, to traverse from one end of the exhibition to the other end of the exhibition takes over half an hour and over 2,200 steps. Among the notable highlights is Tesla. Its robo-taxi Cybercab is making its Asia-Pacific debut at CIIE. This marks a strategic return for Tesla after its absence from both last year's CIIE as well as the last three editions of the Shanghai Auto Show. The Global South made its presence felt too. Organizers say there was an 80% rise in African participation, in part due to China's move to lift all tariffs for the least developed countries.
Completely removing tax for the global south is very important. It will allow the global south to trade with the world. And China, having just done that, is a good example.
In his opening speech, Chinese Premier Li Qiang vows that China would expand imports and share with the world its massive market. While he did not name names, he took jibes at the moves to raise tariffs by the US.
我们中国人讲求的是君子爱财，取之有道。当今世界各国命运是紧密相连的，任何国家想实现稳定和可持续发展，都不能只取不予，甚至损人利己，而应当义利兼顾，有时还要重义轻利，展现为天下计的这种境界和担当。
Despite the trade tensions of the US, American companies rank first in exhibition area at CIIE. They have been number one here for 7 consecutive years.
And there's a clear improvement in the way our companies see China. It's becoming more transparent. So I think it's a recognition of Chinese efforts. Despite the bilateral tensions, I think the Chinese side is trying hard to improve the business environment because obviously the Chinese government is concerned that American companies might move out of China to go to third locations or even go back to the US.
But China's recent export boom and uncertain economic conditions have made selling to China harder.
I think as the economy has slowed down and consumers have become a little bit more cautious about how they spend their money, what we've seen is Chinese firms becoming quite a bit more competitive. And so for a foreign company to be successful here, they have to be thinking about China as really a long-term play.
Challenges faced by foreign companies in China makes the success of CIIE more important to Beijing than ever before.
China has, roughly speaking, an annual trade surplus of about $1 trillion with the rest of the world. So really highlighting that China is a good market to sell into and making it easier for foreign businesses to sell here shows other nations that there can be some reciprocal benefit.
The CIIE is expected to at least make a slight dent towards their effort. Organizers say over $80 billion worth of deals to import into China was signed in last year's event, accounting for about 3% of China's total imports last year. Guan, CNA, Shanghai.